There standeth Minos horribly and snarls, examines the transgressions at the entrance, judges and sends according as he girds him. Always before him many of them stand. They go by turns, each one unto the judgment. They speak and hear, and then are downward hurled. I came into a place mute of all light, which bellows as the sea does in a tempest, if by opposing winds 'tis combated. The infernal hurricane that never rests hurtles the spirits onward in its rapine, whirling them round and smiting, it molests them. When they arrive before the precipice, there are the shrieks, the plaints, and the laments. There they blaspheme the puissance divine. I understood that unto such a torment the carnal malefactors were condemned, who reason subjugate to appetite. It hither, thither, downward, upward drives them. No hope doth comfort them for evermore, not of repose, but even of lesser pain. And as the cranes go chanting forth their lays, making in air a long line of themselves, so saw I coming, uttering lamentations, shadows borne onward by the aforesaid stress. Whereupon said I, Master, who are those people whom the black air so castigates? She is Semiramis, of whom we read that she succeeded Ninus, and was his spouse. She held the land which now the Sultan rules. The next is she who killed herself for love, and broke faith with the ashes of Sichaeus, then Cleopatra the voluptuous. Helen I saw, for whom so many ruthless seasons revolved, and saw the great Achilles, who at the last hour combated with love. Paris I saw, Tristan, and more than 1,000 shades did he name and point out with his finger, whom love had separated from our life. Soon as the wind in our direction sways them, my voice uplift I, O ye weary souls, come speak to us, if no one interdicts it. As turtle doves, called onward by desire, with open and steady wings to the sweet nest, fly through the air by their volition borne, so came they from the band where Dido is, approaching us athwart the air malign. So strong was the affectionate appeal. O living creature gracious and benignant, who visiting goest through the purple air, us, who have stained the world incarnadine. If were the King of the universe our friend, we would pray unto him to give thee peace, since thou hast pity on our woe perverse. Of what it pleases thee to hear and speak, that will we hear, and we will speak to you, while silent is the wind, as it is now. Love, that on gentle heart doth swiftly seize this man for the person beautiful that was taken from me, and still the mode offends me. One day we reading were, for our delight of Launcelot, how love did him enthrall. Alone we were and without any fear. Full many a time our eyes together drew that reading, and drove the colour from our faces, but one point only was it that overcame us. when as we read of the much longed-for smile being by such a noble lover kissed, this one who never from me shall be divided, kissed me upon the mouth all palpitating. Galeotto was the book, and he who wrote it. That day no farther did we read therein. Then unto them I turned me and I spake, and I began, Thine agonies, Francesca, sad and compassionate to weeping make me. And she to me, There is no greater sorrow than to be mindful of the happy time in misery, and that thy teacher knows. And all the while one spirit uttered this, the other one did weep so, that for pity I swooned away as if I had been dying, and fell, even as a dead body falls.
At the return of consciousness, that closed before the pity of those two relations, which utterly with sadness had confused me. New torments I behold,